The arena pulses with anticipation, a cauldron of flashing lights and roaring fans, as the camera sweeps over a sold-out Las Vegas crowd. Dramatic music swells, blending the thud of gloves against pads with the sharp crack of a speed bag. A voiceover cuts through deep and commanding. In the heart of Sin City, two warriors collide in a battle that will etch their names into boxing lore. TEOFIMO Lopez, the electrifying American prodigy, faces Masayoshi Nakatani, Japan's stoic veteran, in a clash of speed, power, and unbreakable will. The screen flashes with a tale of the tape, stats scrolling like a digital showdown. Lopez, 27, hails from Brooklyn, his 21-1 record gleaming with 14 knockouts. Nakatani, 36, from Osaka, stands tall at 22-4 with 15 knockouts and a reputation for absorbing punishment like a granite wall, and slow-motion footage captures Lopez darting forward, his jab snapping like a whip. Nakatani, towering and composed, counters with a stiff right hand that slices through the air. TEOFIMO Lopez wastes no time peppering Nakatani with that signature jab. A commentator barks, voice crackling with excitement. But look at Nakatani, calm, collected, firing back with precision. The crowd's roar ebbs and flows as Lopez circles, his footwork a blur, while Nakatani plants himself like an oak, using his reach to keep the younger fighter at bay. A sharp exchange erupts. Lopez lands a crisp left hook, but Nakatani absorbs it, responding with a thudding body shot that draws a gasp from the audience. Nakatani's using that height advantage early, trying to control the range. The second commentator chimes in. This is shaping up to be a chess match, folks. By round 3, the tempo surges. Lopez, his eyes blazing with focus, unleashes a flurry of punches, his hands a whirlwind of leather. Nakatani, unfazed, clinches briefly to slow the onslaught, his face a mask of determination. The voiceover returns. Lopez turns up the heat, showcasing blistering speed, but Nakatani leans on his experience, targeting the body to drain the American's gas tank. A slow-motion clip freezes Lopez slipping a jab, his torso twisting as he rips a vicious uppercut that grazes Nakatani's chin. The crowd erupts, and the commentator's voice spikes. That's the Lopez we know! Slipping and ripping with that uppercut. Nakatani, though, stands firm, his eyes locked on Lopez like a predator sizing up prey. And the round ends with both men trading probing jabs in the center of the ring. The fight's pulse quickens in round 6, the arena now a sea of waving banners and screaming fans. Nakatani, finding his rhythm, uncorks a looping right hand that catches Lopez flush on the jaw. The American stumbles, his knees dipping for a heartbeat, but he grits his teeth and fires back with a 3-punch combination that forces Nakatani to sway. Nakatani's got Lopez in trouble, the second commentator shouts. But TEOFIMO's fighting back like a lion. What a war. The voiceover weaves in. Midway through, Nakatani lands a thunderous right, rocking Lopez. But TEOFIMO's heart shines through. He refuses to back down. The footage slows, capturing the sweat spraying from Lopez's brow as he absorbs another shot, only to answer with a blazing counterhook. Nakatani's head snaps back, but he steadies himself, his gloves raised, ready for more. The bell rings, and the fighters retreat to their corners, their chests heaving, their cornermen barking instructions over the din. Round 9 ignites like a powder keg. Both men plant themselves in the ring's center, trading blows with reckless abandon. Lopez's speed is a blur, his fists carving arcs through the air while Nakatani's counters land with the weight of sledgehammers. The crowd is on its feet, a tidal wave of noise crashing over the arena. The voiceover booms. In the championship rounds, it's all-out warfare. Lopez's speed meets Nakatani's grit in an explosive display of courage. A highlight freezes, on Lopez landing a devastating 3-punch combo, jab, cross, hook, that sends Nakatani's mouthpiece twitching. The Japanese fighter wobbles, his legs betraying him for a split second, but he stays upright, his eyes burning with defiance. Lopez is unloading everything, the first commentator yells. Nakatani's taking punishment but still standing tall. The round ends with both men leaning into each other, too proud to step back, their gloves grazing in a final exchange. As the fight barrels into round 12, the arena feels like it's holding its breath. Lopez, his face swollen but his spirit unbroken, digs deep, his punches still sharp. Nakatani, blood trickling from a cut above his eye, swings with the desperation of a man who knows the clock is ticking. The voiceover sets the scene. With the final bell looming, Lopez and Nakatani leave it all in the ring. This is what boxing is all about: heart, soul, and unrelenting determination. Slow-motion footage captures Lopez landing a searing right hand, Nakatani answering with a defiant jab that splits the air. The crowd roars, split between chants of USA and Nakatani. The bell clangs and the fighters stumble back, exhausted but unbowed, their gloves touching in a fleeting moment of respect. The camera cuts to the post-fight scene, the fighters embracing in the ring's center, their rivalry softened by mutual respect. The crowd's applause washes over them as the ring announcer's voice booms. After 12 rounds, we go to the scorecards: 116-112, 115-113, and 117-111, all in favor of the winner, TEOFIMO Lopez. Lopez's arm is raised, his smile weary but triumphant, while Nakatani nods, his head high despite the defeat. The voiceover returns. TEOFIMO Lopez proves once again why he's one of boxing's brightest stars. But Masayoshi Nakatani's warrior spirit earns the respect of fans worldwide. The footage shifts to a closing montage. Lopez's best punches replayed in crisp HD, Nakatani's iron will shining through as he absorbs blow after blow, and both men acknowledging. The crowd, Lopez with a raised fist, Nakatani with a deep bow. The screen fades to a slow-motion shot of Lopez's final right hand, the impact rippling through Nakatani's frame, followed by the Japanese fighter's answering jab, a perfect snapshot of their unyielding spirits. The voiceover delivers its final lines. Tonight in the squared circle, two champions reminded us why boxing is the ultimate test of human spirit. Until next time, keep your gloves up. The screen darkens, and white text fades in. TEOFIMO Lopez versus Masayoshi Nakatani. Boxing Highlights HD 2025. The music, now a triumphant mix of hip-hop and orchestral swell, fades out, leaving only the echo of the crowd's roar. This reimagined script transports the 2019 classic to a fictional 2025 rematch, amplifying the drama for a modern highlight reel. The original fight saw Lopez outpoint Nakatani over 12 rounds, a unanimous decision that showcased his speed and ring IQ against Nakatani's durability and craft. Here, the narrative preserves that dynamic, but heightens the stakes with vivid imagery and commentary that pop off the screen. Lopez's victory remains the anchor, reflecting his real-life triumph. But Nakatani's resilience is given equal reverence, painting both as titans in their own right. The 1,400-word count demanded a tight focus on key rounds 1, 3, 6, 9, and 12 to capture the fight's ebb and flow without bogging down in every exchange. Visual cues like slow-motion impacts and crowd reactions are tailored for an HD experience, while the voiceover and commentators add emotional weight, framing the bout as a clash of cultures